So my name is Juri Han. I thought change my name to HAAN for this, but I didn't do it because just a joke about the AA here a lot. Anyway, so we are an out-of-home gaming company based in New York. I'm really excited to present MegaPhone here in front of brilliant, inspiring speakers and audience. Um, oop. Okay. So MegaPhone is a software platform that allows users to control a big digital signage using their cell phone through a phone call. And as a social entertainment platform, we connect people physically in the same location through multiplayer games by making their phone as a game controller. So I'll get back to you what this exactly means after I point out the current problems of digital signage, because those out-of-home media fields is where the most of our platform runs, and our value will make more sense if I point out some of the current problems of digital signage.
So does anybody here work in out-of-home media, or is everybody here mobile?
Or web-based.
All mobile, right?
All right.
So a small amount of out-of-home people. So actually, we are an out-of-home solution, less than a mobile solution. So we're kind of coming at you guys a little bit sideways.
Yeah. So it's a Wall Street station. It's like some big digital signage that you must have some in the train station here. And the problem of those kind of digital signage is pretty boring, actually, because it's just a video advertising the same old thing that you've been watching at home, right? And you mostly go to restroom or something when those kind of advertising pops up in your TV. Or you just skip it with TiVo. So people have their mind TiVo inside of their mind. So you just kind of like mentally skip those kind of thing. And digital signage company thought they could be able to solve this kind of problem with SMS interactions. So such as like text to screen or pics to screen or like text from the screens. And you've seen a lot those kind of thing, like text something to some short code and you'll get some great offer.
Hold on a second. So does anybody here run short code based campaigns?
Yeah.
Has anybody
Or
done
not
that?
yet.
Only a few? Come on, guys. Really?
Okay.
All right.
It's pretty common actually in, I mean, US is really common. Like for example, text.
I don't know, whatever to get new ringtone or text
Yeah.
something to Nike.
Yeah, I mean,
I
I saw a lot of TV advertising at least to do those kind of downloading thing. And the problem is just normal people see those as do something boring and we will spam you forever. And no one wants this, right? So, and also this level of interactivity is pretty limited. I mean, sure, it works and it won't be disappear, but its effect will wear off because of the number of things you could possibly do is limited. But at least this is a step in the right direction, which is interactivity. So here's how MegaPhone works to provide more engagement for people. There's a big screens in public space. It can be digital screens, plasma TV, or LED wall, or like facades. And people, of course, with their cell phones, and a local phone number appears on the screen. And people can call in to the number and send voice and keypad command, which controls multiplayer games in the screen. And if there's a game developers here, like you must know, because that game is the most difficult application that you could build. So if you can build games, you can build like another platform like voting systems or polling systems. So we kind of include those we kind of call it as a games because we also think those kind of thing needs to be more playful.
So does anybody here develop mobile games? Who codes? You guys code for mobile? Does anybody develop web games? All right, so we're more like web games than mobile games, right? We're writing software that appears on the screen, and it's all in Flash. So anything you can think about, like any kind of Flash game you could build on the screen, you can do. We're not limited by the handset.
So after playing the game, we extend the experience off the screen through your cell phone, what we call the mobile back channel, and sending mobile digital contents to users to close the loop. So We're gonna play some demos because that's the easiest. Yeah. We're gonna play some now and then play more later if time allows. Yeah. So okay.
You want to this? You want to hold that real quick?
Yeah. I'll pull out your cell phone.
Okay, so the first demo we're going to show is actually in the process of being rebranded right now. So there's actually a little piece of it that's not fully skinned, and you'll see that, and that's not a problem. So let me see if I can get this. There we go. Okay. Cool. No, no. Hey, we're not getting our audio yet. So can you guys give us audio?
Oh no, this one doesn't have a background.
Oh, we do have. Oh, we got audio. My bad. All right, so what you guys already got it. Normally we have to explain this, but of course in this audience it'll make a ton of sense. When you call in, you appear. This is the last 4 digits of your number. Controls are over there. Whoever is 555 has really figured it out already. 2904, you're going to be doing pretty good. So try pressing the 2 key to start. That's the easiest way to just get off the ground.
Basically, you think at your keypad exactly like up, down, left, right. Okay, the new round will start.
So do you see this guy called you? There's somebody called you on screen, and that's because this person right here has their caller ID blocked.
Or it's Skype. I don't know. Okay.
All right, 7751, who was that? Is that you?
Oh, awesome.
Hey, good work.
Oh, I wish I had some prize, but I don't have any.
Okay, so this is what we consider sort of a key press technology demo. So for those of you guys who played, it's pretty obvious. You press the button, something happens. And so the entire point here is to imagine this controller is like a perfect 12-key input, right? So anything that really makes sense to do on 12 keys, we can do. Plus, we can do some pretty crazy stuff with the voice. So same number, just call on back in.
So the louder you yell, your hands go higher.
Who's that? 0040? Who was that? All right, we got to do one more round.
One second.
2853. Who was that? Who's up there on top? Nice work. Nice work. All right, so this is obviously like an audio-based game. Again, we try to keep it like really, really simple because everybody loves to yell at their phone, right? And so there's a little bit of anger and a little bit of like stress relief of just being able to yell.
Should we do one more? Or?
Yeah, or maybe let's go through and then we'll do a couple others as we go through.
We'll continue doing this during the poll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have other games also.
Yeah, so we'll play some other games in a little
Yep.
bit. Well, we do a little background. We'll explain a little bit about where MegaPhone comes from.
Oh yeah, sure. Well, it's gonna. Okay. So, I mean, all of a sudden the presentation sound boring because there's like, but I'll just keep going. So I'll just explain a little bit of motivations for this project. It's actually came from Kraftwerk because I was working in the broadcasting company, and one of my job is just producing those kind of like motion graphics or doing post-productions for concerts or shows. And when I was looking at all this excited audience, I thought that it would be really great if we could let them interact with bands somehow, like we could make those kind of visual, kind of collaborative all together, or can be just audience can participate, it would be great. But I didn't know how, so we kind of try to do those with like live DJs or VJs, but it doesn't work really well. So I decided to go to new grad school where I could learn some of the interaction designs, and I learned Java there, which is nightmare. If there's a Java developers, mobile Java developers here, you would know that you have to deploy like all kinds of carriers, all kind of different handsets, and like it just doesn't work really ubiquitous. And I wanted everyone could participate for whatever occasion. So the next thing that we learned was Bluetooth. And the problem is Bluetooth, I mean, it's cool and working and everything, but like who does really know how to do something with Bluetooth except for driving their car or talking on the phone or just like syncing their address book?
I mean, outside of this room, like we all know how to use Bluetooth,
Yeah,
but have you ever asked your friend who's not like a computer guy, hey, do you use Bluetooth? Like, they don't even know what Bluetooth is. Right?
Yeah. So another thing that we tried was QR code, which is somewhat also interactive, but it's none of those high technique is not really completely ubiquitous, and some phone doesn't work for that, like 10 years old phone doesn't work for that. So we wanted to do something completely ubiquitous, and the only thing is doing with phone call. So that was the background of the project. And should we do some more demos?
Yeah, let's do some more demos.
Yeah, we have a.
All right, we have two. Let's do trivia real quick. Okay, we'll do whack-a-mole first.
No, let's do Megabit first.
Megabit
Yeah,
first?
because it's not game. So I'm gonna show you something that's completely different from game. It's just like a.
Somebody remembered the phone number. Good work. Good work.
Yeah. So that's instruction right there. You figure it out. Yeah. If you press 5, which means fill, that yeah, someone got it over there. So this game doesn't have ends, so
So there's actually a future version of this game coming where you can say, hey, that sounds perfect, and you can hit the button, and we'll compose this and send it to you as a ringtone. And we actually have a similar app, which we're not showing today because it's kind of broken, where it's a graffiti application. Very similar, you're graffitiing together, and if you like it, all right, that's crazy. We've never
I
had
mean,
this.
this
many
is
people.
already kind of pixel graffiti, you know?
So we have a graffiti application where, again, you say, hey, the graffiti's just like I like it, and you hit the button, we rasterize it, and then send it to you as a wallpaper. So our idea of user-generated content is users generate content together and then can take it with them, not some content you already made and then you're sending to us later.
Okay. I have one more.
All right, this is our last demo.
Okay.
So do you guys know the game Whack-A-Mole? This is
Okay.
Whack-A-Mole.
Someone should figure something.
There we go.
Oh.
Now watch out, those guys are rocks. Every time you hit those guys, it hurts you. So your score goes down.
You can't just press any button, it will reduce your score. I mean, for someone who didn't, I think you can figure out, right?
So this is actually a game that we've been just prototyping a little bit. So there's no scoreboard. This game won't even end. But this game is part of a MegaPhone package, which we call sort of the mini game package. So we have sort of logically 3 different lines of things we build. A bunch of mini games together. This is one of them. a bunch of games that sort of can stand by themselves. The little shooting game that we played, actually people really like to play it for longer than you'd expect. And then one of the other things, and I think we'll talk about this in a little bit, is massively multiplayer games. So on New Year's Eve in Times Square, we launched what we call the Stadium Games platform.
I have a picture.
Oh, you do? Do it. Yeah. Let's cook. Then. Kill this thing off. We'll keep going.
So we only have 2 minutes.
Yeah. Skip that.
We'll skip this business.
Yeah, keep going. That one. We're going to go through real quick, like just some case studies about stuff we've done.
But it's in our website, so we don't really.
Yeah, we're just going to mention the names and what was cool. So MTV in Times Square. This is Adidas at the NBA All-Star Game on a mobile truck. So it's got a 3G card in it. So totally mobile solution. All-Star Game there. Winning tickets at a basketball game. So when you come in before the game starts, you can play and win tickets in real time. There's a little basketball game. This was Microsoft and Dell on the Red campaign, and this was mobile karaoke.
It's a collaborative karaoke.
You all vote on what song you want, and then you're outside, and whatever song wins, you sing into your phone, and your voice comes out of our speakers, and you can all sing together on the street.
So your phone is your microphone also.
So that was literally MegaPhone.
Yeah.
This is like a sort of business app. It's like collecting poll information for Alcatel-Lucent at the CTIA wireless convention.
So you could see your feedback in real time.
So the presenter can ask questions and get feedback. And I think, yeah, cool. So we just want to talk to you guys about the stuff we're doing now and how it relates to you. As I mentioned, the massively multiplayer stuff is like really neat and available now. We're also doing all kinds of different application development, including even apps that we're going to build that don't involve a screen at all. We're also starting to hook up with other types of media. So you can imagine physical devices controlled by our stuff, because we actually have analog to digital inputs we can do, so controlling motors and lighting systems and all of that stuff. I guess the thing for you guys also involves metadata and linking out to other games. So if we're keyed off your phone number, pull in your stuff from Facebook, pull in your stuff from your Wii account, pull in your stuff from your Xbox Live account. There's a lot of like neat stuff to do there. But the most interesting one, I think, for people here is that we now have an SDK. So we have a really, really cool SDK. Yeah, it supports all of like the stuff the platform does. You can license our platform and sell it to your clients and build your own games, or you can build your own games yourself and then sell them to us, and we'll sell them to somebody else, or who knows. There's a million possibilities. But it's pretty cool. We're now putting it into the hands of other developers, and it's cool to see what they're making.
The MoMo back chat.
Yeah, make that whole thing really, really active. Yeah. Absolutely. So, yeah, that's it. And if you guys want to stay around and have beers and play games with us, that'd be great. Woo!